Welcome to part 2 and final part of the review. Now before I do anything to it, I want to do a size comparison again, just to make you aware of that in the show the Dragonzord is actually about the same height as the Megazord, but in reality, as with any version, the Legacy version compared with the Legacy Megazord, or the Solo Chogokin in here compared with the Solo Chogokin Megazord with the Solo Chogokin Dragon Ceasar, it also has the same issue where the size is significantly different. The head of the Dragonzord barely makes it to the chest of the Solo Chogokin Megazord. Now, interestingly, because as in the last part of the review, I compared the Solo Chogokin line with the Legacy, in which case I stated multiple times that the Legacy version of the Dragonzord is bigger than the Solo Chogokin counterpart. So it actually makes a better size comparison of the Solo Chogokin Megazord with the Legacy Dragonzord, which they think they are much better proportion, but still the Megazord is taller by at least half a head than the Dragonzord in any version. Maybe I don't have the first version released in 1993, so I don't know, but I don't think that one is much bigger too. But without taking too much time, I'm gonna start working on the Dragonzord and see show you what all the options are. Now, unfortunately, I kind of have to undo everything I did from the last part review in order to prepare for the transformation. First part is to remove the tail, separate the tail. So, by later on for the battle staff, I have to get the arms back into hiding, collapsed it. I have to lower the horn, and finally detach the centerpiece with the rest of the body. I'm gonna put this aside, don't think I'll be needing it for the rest of the review. So basically you spread them just like this. Now you actually have to do something to the Megazord to get ready for this mode as well, which is the shoulder part. 1 second. So I have to get the arms down like this. That's the only thing I have to do. While we remove the cannons, because I like it that way. Get the tail down, like so. Now we're ready to put. Gotta be very careful. I almost forgot. Make sure you get his side horns back as well, or else will get in your way of this combined mode. Well, not so easy because it's kind of heavy, so I'm trying to struggle with both modes right here. Oops, so my mistake was forgot to get his horn up, because the inner piece you have his horn down is actually in the way. So by getting up, it actually allows for more room inside, and that's when you allow him to sit on top of the Megazord. I definitely find this mode very flimsy compared to the rest. So because I have a really hard time doing it on camera, I decided to do it off the camera, and this is actually what it looks like after everything is supposed to set and done. It's supposed to bend this part down and fold this up, lift this panel up and fold this up and close it back down. And adjusting the camera, this is what the ultra short mode before you combine with the Titan is supposed to look like. So again, it's not really my favorite mode, but for people who like it, this is kind of how you combine the original Megazord with the Dragonzord to have pretty much all 6 combined into one. Now I'm gonna take him off. Next, I'm gonna combine him into one of my favorite modes, the Dragonzord Battle Mode or something like that. So unfortunately, in this mode, it does not combine with the T-Wax and the bird. Pterodactyl, I think that's what it's called. So don't need this anymore. Separate the arms. Separate the legs. T-Rex goes away. Now to prepare this ready for his combination, to switch him back into looking like this, into his almost Dragonzord form, but without the center. You gotta move his shoulder piece, which will become his chest piece. There's a little latch on either side, one here and one here on my thumb. You gotta try to latch them in place. Here the quick damage is good. So is the crotch. Keep his feet up like this, which reveals the connector for the legs. And as you guessed it, that's where we're gonna combine the legs of the old Megazord onto him. So first the Triceratops. Oh, almost forgot to get his connector piece down. Always try to get the quick, then that confirms when it's successfully and properly assembled. Now I know that some people who owns the Legacy Megazord and the Legacy Dragonzord, I don't have the Legacy Megazord, will complain in this mode the legs will fall because it doesn't hold into place, but with the metal die-cast parts in here and the tougher drawing, because this is brand new, don't know how it will hold up later on, but for now holds perfectly. A little shake test, nothing's dropping. Even has more articulation before. Unfortunately, the weaker part is this one. It will not stay in place. But let's get the rest of the transformation in place. Now getting the arms in. Get the latch up. Okay, try to get the kind of similar than how the Megazord was. Apologize for not showing in camera because it's bigger than my camera can do. So try to show everything, but sometimes it just won't fit. So it's pretty much the same transformation as the Megazord Sword Chogokin line. That's what I like about the transformation, it's not that difficult. Of course, one last thing. Get the face out. Get the horn down, lower the horn. And that's how you do it. So again, in order to score the Dragonzord in battle mode, I would like to call it Dragon Megazord. I think would be a better description, but just trying to copy the show. So the articulation of basically the arms is the same as the Megazord, since it's using the same component, and pretty much is, instead of the T-Rex, it just uses the Dragonzord as the torso. So it's, in that sense, it's not much different. So articulation wise, you cannot move his waist. The arms, same as before. Nice retro joint, go 360. The head still cannot move because it's using the Dragonzord head, which cannot move before. This won't do it now. The leg, again, same thing, cannot go any higher than it was before when it was dressed in just a Dragonzord originally. Okay, go this down, this far. You cannot do any spread at all. You can only go like this. If you try to go beyond that, you'll end up risking separating the torso piece back to where it was before. Because now they just have only a latch in two places, the chest and the crotch, holding it in one piece. It's pretty sturdy, but if you try to abuse it, it will separate again. So now the battle staff already came like this when you first open the box. Now again, if you so choose, you could combine it with the entire tail. No, I take it back. It doesn't have that option. I take it back because it won't stay. So it's actually just designed to hold the tip piece of the tail, the three lengths, and the tip, and you push it right in. Hit the click, you're good. So you can't ignore the lower part of the tail in this mode. So try this zoom in here. Zoom better. Now you open his hands. Try to pretend you're grabbing it by this way here, but there's no latch. So you try to make the most out of it by using the grip finger, but it will not do any other pose except this. It looks good though. It does exactly what it's shown in the box. It looks exactly how it comes right out of the box in this form when you combine with the Megazord. But not much you can do with it. Let's see. If you try to turn it, it will drop the staff. So the only pose you can do again is to have the stand of the staff on the surface, and then just have the arm from keeping it from tilted to the side and fall. So that's about it. Now do a funny size comparison. You're gonna have the Dragonzord from the Legacy line is no longer taller than the Dragonzord. Now that's combined with the legs and arms of the SOC Chogokin Megazord. Of course, that's expected. And of course, with the T-Rex no longer having his companion, it's even way shorter, can barely make it to the chest. Now just to do a funny comparison, I have it with me, the Super Mini Paw Dragonzord in battle mode. And as the name implies, it's just a mini version of the real thing. Now I left all the hotel in here, but it's still nowhere as tall as the SOC Chogokin version, because the figure itself is not, didn't even make it past the quatch. But here you have big and small. Pretty nice. It's very light. So, just to do one last quick look at the figure. Try to get the whole thing in, but it's not easy. Take away the staff. Now I forgot the cannon, but if I do have the cannons, can still plug it in because it's the same connection as before when it was in the original Megazord mode. So there you have it. If you got any questions, feel free to ask. I'll gladly answer them as quickly as I can. So hope you find this review informative and useful, and I'll see you in the next review.